Okay, I'm back with another video for the Rockford DSR1, and I'm a little bit frustrated. Okay, I have an iPad mini here, and I'm going to show you what I did here. So I'm going to get out of this. I'm going to go to the, right now. If you can make sure you guys can see everything. I'm going to open up the Perfect Tune app. Okay, I got to wait for it to connect. Okay, and it's connected. And I'm going to go into my advanced tuning. Okay, wait for that to load up. And now I'm going to go into my trim settings. Well, maybe I should go to time alignment first. Okay. As you can see, my time alignment is not set up anymore. And basically because I've given up on it, it has worked pretty good, but it didn't work correctly as you've seen in my last video. And what I mean by that is, why should I set it up my kind of way when they tell you to use, measure your distance from your speakers and stuff and put it in here. Now, I had a couple of commenters, and they were saying some stuff like, well, I had one good comment. I forgot what the guy's name is, but and I appreciate your comment. But he was saying stuff like maybe your polarities are wrong and stuff like that. I'm not taking offense to it when I say this. My polarities, everything is correct in my car. Just for anybody in the future who's gonna comment on this page, everything is correct. All my RCA's are really good wire. All my speaker wires are really good wire. All my polarities are correct. I've been doing car stereo for 20 years. And I'm not an installer anymore, but, I know when it comes to polarity and how things should sound and levels and gain settings and all that good stuff. And now we got a lot of stuff, SMD, Steve Mead's putting his little stuff out, and we're able to set our gains real easy. I mean, I've been setting gains by ear forever. Anyways, not to get into that kind of stuff, but I am not using my time alignment anymore. Make sure that doesn't go away. What I've thought is, when we listen to music on our radios and on our CDs, and if you still use CDs, and Spotify, Google Music, Apple Music, all that stuff, like all those services, how do you think the sound mixers that are, working for these record companies are mixing this music? Are they mixing it so we do have to, set up our time alignments to hear things correctly? No, they're setting it up so we can hear it without a time alignment. So you ever put on some headphones on your ears and, do you have to set the balance and stuff just to get everything to sound right before you start listening to a CD or MP3 or a music service? No, you don't. Everything is set up already. And before we really had time alignment built into our radios and little DSPs that we can put on our car, why are we setting it up now? And some say we need it. They're like, oh yeah, you need it so you can get your sound stage correct right in the front and stuff like that. My sound stage has always sounded good, even in older systems. I mean, had stereos in the 90s that, excuse me, have worked without time alignment. You couldn't set any balance unless you had a kind of expensive amplifier. In your amplifier, you couldn't set the balance. You could set the balance on your radio. You could set the fader. And that's about all we had. But now we got time alignment and stuff like that. So I gave it up on this because it just wasn't working, and maybe it's just a problem with my DSR1, or maybe it's just a time alignment thing. I don't understand. Maybe my ears just don't get it. I don't know. But what I want to do now is I go to my trim level right here. Let's select trim level and check out what I did here. Okay, on my front tweeters, you see I got negative 8.0, and on my right, negative 2.0. So what I did is I just sat back in my seat, I turned on some music, and I started adjusting until it sounded balanced right in the middle. to my liking, right in the middle to me. And then I went to my next channels, okay, my front mid bass, and you can see they're different right there. By the way, if you want to do that, all I can do is hit this middle selector right here. What that does is unlink both of these. That's an unlink symbol, and that's going to unlink your channels. Now you got individual control. Okay, so you push that button right there. I'm not going to push it now because I'll mess up everything. That'll unlink these channels. Usually when that's linked, when you turn this one also turns in the same spot. So if I push that link button, this 2.0 will turn into an 8.0. Okay, you get it? Fine. Okay, so we'll go down to my full range rears, and you can see that one is at full strength over there, and the other one's at negative 4.0. Okay, and then bass, we can't tell where it's coming from anyway. There's no such thing as left bass and right bass. Not in a car, you just hear a bass. So those are still linked up, as you can see, in there 2.0, but that's just how much bass I want in my car. So what I did is I just kind of balanced out everything to basically kind of the center of my car. And what I use for that is I used a pink noise. Now you can download pink noise on the internet, and I think I can make it. Maybe I still got the USB in here. No, I don't. Let me plug it in and I'll show you pink noise. So I'm going to plug in my USB down here. Okay, USB disc popped up. Let's go play that. Okay, and let's take a listen. Here's pink noise. Okay, got mine on repeat just so I can balance out everything. And all I did was listen to that, and I sit back in my seat, and I just started turning up down dials. Now I did kind of mute certain ones at first. I muted everything else. Okay, so all you hear is the tweeters now. I balanced that out. Okay, muted those, went to the next speaker. Okay, balanced those out, muted that, went to my full ranges in the back, balanced those out, and then it doesn't matter in the bass. I just kind of did what I did on the bass. And then I played back everything. I made sure everything was pretty much centered to my position. And that cured everything to me. When I played regular music, everything sounded just really good, perfect. You know, there weren't no weird variations and kind of weird sounds, you know, when sounds were delayed, like in the time alignment. Everything sounded like it was intended to be recorded from the studios. You know, they set up, they do panning left and right for you. They do voice in the center for you. There's certain instruments and sounds that come from the left and the right. They all set it up for you when they're making recordings, and now I'm hearing it like I should hear it. So that's where my frustration comes in. I've been kind of battling with my DSP for a while, battling with time alignment, trying out certain things. And, you know, every time I stop at a stoplight, yeah, I'll pull out my iPad and I'm listening to music now. Just make some adjustments for my time alignment. I'm like, that sounds a little funny and this and that. And then I make my adjustments, and then everything's good. At least for a while. But now, since I've been just messing with the trim levels and everything, I'm good. Everything sounds good. Everything's balanced. Everything's good. And just to point out something, on your radio may differ, but just make sure all your EQs, just listen to a track, set up your EQs, your regular EQs on your radio, just kind of where you like them. Make sure your fade is where you want it to be. Okay? And then you start messing with this. Okay? And just try it out for yourself. I think this is a solution. Forget time alignment. Okay? Just set it up like this and try it out for yourself. Now, your ears may be different. I think my ears are pretty well tuned. Like I said, I've been doing car stereo for a pretty long time. Okay? And that's pretty much it. All right, signing off. Peace.